I thought I see Dada coming. I don't know. Okay. Let us see. Divya, can you do 3 mantra? Will follow. Divya? Jaisa Tirth say. Namo Arihantaram.
Namo Arihantaram.
Namo Arihantaram. Namo Siddharam.
Namo Ayodhyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vadayanam.
Namo Vasayanam.
Namo Lavitavasayanam.
Namo Loe Savo Sahuram.
Asopanchamukkalo.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Suvapavapanatana.
Suvapavapanasana.
Muganam dachavicham. Param Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Vadodara Namo.
Om Namo Bhagwan JSS.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Very good, Divya. Okay, let's see. You want to do prayer?
Okay. Oh Dada Bhagwan, please give me the infinite inner strength such that I never compromise on my health, so that my body as an instrument will always remain helpful to me in accomplishing my life goal of studies in satsang. I will remain absolutely sincere in studies. I will always stay away from bad company and bad habits, and whatever happens, please shower your divine grace and blessings, such that I never ever miss my satsang. May I use my mind, speech, body, instrument, and my soul, that is all my resources, to oblige others, which is the best religion. I will always remain absolutely sincere, moral, and pure in mind, speech, and body, with all my dealings with self and everyone in life, such that I become a man of personality, power excellent, exactly as Dada Bhagwan. O Dada Bhagwan, I further resolve to always listen to my parents, and never will I answer back to them arrogantly. Please give me your infinite inner strength in these regards. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Let us we study prayer.
Oh Dada Bhagwan, I'm determined to break all the barriers, obstacles, and obstructions that come to me in studying and understanding. Please shower divine grace and break the walls of my vision, and give me that infinite strength to make my learning the best. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Okay, Divya.
Hey Dada Bhagwan.
Hey Dada
Bhagwan.
हमने आपके बच्चे
हम हैं आपके बच्चे
दिल के हैं तत्ते
दिल के हैं
सच्चे
दिल पे खट्टे
फिर भी है खट्टे
काम करेंगे अच्छे अच्छे
काम करें
काम करेंगे अच्छे. Jai Satchidanand. Very good. Very good, Divya. It has been a long time. Anybody remember the homework? Okay, let's see.
Why did you hurt somebody by mind, speech, or body?
Okay. It's been 2-3 weeks. So how did he go with home, with Kushali, teacher, school?
So I thought badly. I hurt my teacher with my mind when she gave me a lot of homework. I realized that her giving homework was probably for the best, and I asked Dada Bhagwan for forgiveness. And I spoke badly to my mummy when she gave me work and I didn't want to do it because I was tired, and I asked her for forgiveness afterwards.
Okay. Did you learn anything about mind, speech, body?
I mean, I kind of learned that they act very quickly, and I mean, yeah, and then you end up doing it and you later regret it. So I learned that it happens in an instant, and that before doing something or thinking something, you need to filter out my thoughts and see what's good and what's not.
Okay, very good. How about Tasmi?
I didn't hurt anybody. Like, I was too busy studying the whole week. I really didn't do anything because I had mocks. So,
Yeah, but
yeah.
when you study, you didn't help Mama. You didn't help.
I did.
Bhavya.
I did.
Oh, okay,
Like,
you did.
I have a certain thing, like certain things I have to do. It's like, put the dishes away. So I would do that and then I would go back to studying. So like I have to come up for breaks. So when I do those breaks, I have to do the work that I normally do.
Okay, so why you are studying 24 hours a day?
So I have a test, so I have to study. So like remember everything that's been taught. Then I can answer the questions in the test.
Just one subject or all subjects?
I have to study for 4 subjects, but I only had like mocks for 2 of the subjects. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what what did you learn about mind? Where is mind?
In our heart.
In our heart. Let's see. Let's see. You're mute. Unmute. Let's see.
Mind is with the soul, so it's everywhere.
Mind is everywhere with the soul. Okay, Dhruvi came and left, I think. Okay. So, Deepak Dada,
Yeah.
where is mind? How does it function? What is the function of mind?
Jai Satchidanand. All the secret of our body, life, and liberation, Dada revealed very nicely, clearly, with total experience, and he has said that although soul is there everywhere, wherever we feel, we don't feel anything in the external road, hair and the nail. That's how we can cut them without any hurt feeling. We can cut them. This is the first wonderful revelation what Dada has given, that in our body, external grown hair and nails, there is no element of soul. That's why we don't feel when they are.
Dada, you're breaking up.
Am I breaking?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't hear what you're saying.
Some noise is coming back. I don't know. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So regarding mind, that I said, that is like how we have external body, there is internal body organ, that is mind, then intellect, then reflective consciousness and ego. It is one single inner organ, but depending on the functionality, it is identified when it thinks, it is said as identified as mind. When it makes decision and foresee things, it is intellect. When it picturizes things, what we think, like you think of drinking water and the reflective consciousness shows you picture of the water pool or pot or from where you can have water. It picturizes you. That is reflective consciousness. If someone talks about your school, then you immediately get the picture of your school in your mind. That is reflective consciousness. And ego is one which keep doing egoism. That which is done by someone else, some other agency claims that I am doing. And ego listens to the decision or follows the decision of the intellect. And once ego endorses decision made by intellect, things happen. Okay, so the seat of our mind is in the heart. Like the mind is in the form of an 8-petal lotus. And the 8 petals are basically 8 different karmas. That's how it is identified as 8-petal lotus. So the seat of our mind is our heart, and it simply thinks. Clear? So this is what it is. Intellect, we said it makes decision and it shows things. Like what is going to happen if you do this, if you do that, and it shows, hey, that's going to happen. It can foresee things. It can show things beforehand, before happening. And we said reflective consciousness, picturizes and ego. Okay? All clear? If we have started, so we just briefly, bodily activities associated with 5 senses and speech, external vocal speech and inner speech. There are 2 speeches. Jai Satchidanand.
But also there is a discharge mind and charge mind.
Okay, the seat of the physical mind, good point. The seat of the physical mind is our heart. It is called discharge mind. And the causal mind is located between 2 eyebrows and about 2.5 to 4 inches inside, where the pituitary gland, one of the very vital and important gland of our body that controls our body in totality, is there. It's very small gland, but that is the seat of causal mind. And it is called Agna Chakra, node or point of obedience. Right? And that is normally closed. It is called Shiva's third eye. 2 eyes, we know the physical eyes. The third eye is the eye of Shiva, and that is normally closed. When that opens, which can open or which does open by the grace of the enlightened soul. So that's how you see, or you start seeing things as it is, true and true. Jai Satchidanand.
Okay, so let us try to recap, okay? Dhruvi, or just unmute so you can talk. Let's see. So, Deepak says there are two minds, correct? What are the two minds? No, yeah, correct. But what are they? Unmute. One is the charging mind, another is the discharge mind. So
The
where
heart
is the
charge mind. This one's the charge mind.
yeah? So what is charging mind? What does it charge means what? How does it charge?
I think this one's the one that makes up the decision, like comes up with the thoughts, and this one's the one that tells you whether or not to go through with them.
No, decision is made by intellect.
Sorry, what did you say?
Decisions are made by intellect. So Deepak Dada, what is the function of the charging mind? How does it charge? Oh, okay, you can mute. That's it.
See what happens, we come across any situation. And with that situation, what goes around is can you yeah, please. It's making a lot of noise. I don't know why. Are you on any Bluetooth? Some noise is coming, very disturbing. Anyway, so whenever we come across any situation, then what happens? We end up passing through suffering. Any happening ends up in suffering in the form of liking or disliking type. Do you all experience that? It's like you eat, you like it or you don't like it. You sleep, you had good sleep or bad sleep. You go to school, you like it or you don't like it. Your friend did something, like it or you don't like it. Your mom said something, you like it, you don't like it. Whatever you do, you like it or you don't like it. So any situation, the end result is liking or disliking type. That is suffering. And in that suffering, you eventually become sufferer because it eventually ends up into suffering of or any of your five senses, either touch, either taste, either scent, either sight, or ear. When you analyze things, then you realize that any of these five sense suffering, you end up being sufferer in that situation. I didn't like it. Liking or disliking was the result of that situation, that circumstances. But then you say, verbalize, I didn't like, I like. And then you immediately get connected with that suffering, and in that sufferer state of sufferer, I suffered. Immediately, whoever is instrumental for that suffering, liking or disliking, you end up projecting worship, good or bad. In the sense, let's take a very common example. Kushali comes to you and you are studying, you have a test next day, and she starts disturbing you. So you are seriously studying, busy with your studying, and she comes and bothers you. So this is a very irritating situation because you are fighting with time. You want to study, you have to finish your preparation. But what happens when such situation come up? You are suffering because you are wasting, she is wasting your time, you feel, but because of the suffering, you're not able to focus studying. So you end up blaming Kushali that because of her, I'm not able to study. So any feeling that comes up in your mind through thoughts, you verbalize inside or outside also. Meaning that either you may verbalize inside or you may verbalize outside. So what Dada has said, how does a new mind get created is you are not able to see, that is you are not able to understand things, that suffering was part of your karma through Kushali. So Kushali is just an instrument, a medium for your suffering, for your karmic suffering through the nature. But you see her responsible, you see her as doer. She is bothering me, she is disturbing me. And in that situation, you end up with these feelings. Very wild feelings can come. So depending on those feelings and you verbalize those feelings, then a new mind gets born. So what Dada has said, your opinion, that is your feeling in your mind, and your speech, that is language, when they go together, then language is considered as mother, opinion is considered as father, a new mind gets born, gets created, gets caused, gets conceived. And once it gets conceived, if you don't correct that mistake within a short time, it gets endorsed and a new mind gets born. Why? Because you didn't see it correctly. You saw through and you believe through what you see, what you saw through your eyes, physical eyes. But if you would have understood through the divine eye, that is knowledge eye, eyes. There is not eyes, there is only one eye. It is called Shiva eye, which opens only by the divine grace of an enlightened soul, Nani Purush. And when that happens, then every situation you will pass through the suffering of liking or disliking, but you won't become sufferer. You will see that Hetsi is suffering. You are not suffering. You perceive through the third eye. Although your two physical eyes, these are called worldly eyes, and this is third is the Shiva eye or the divine eye. And when you see through the divine eye, then what you have seen through the worldly eyes, that doesn't make any difference. It just passes away. You pass through the suffering and that's it. The story ends there without causing a new mind, so without causing a new karma. Right?
You got, everybody got it? So mind, discharge mind, what we do every day is here in the heart, and what we have new opinions that goes in the that for the future life. Everybody got that? So and then the soul is everywhere except hair and nails.
External nail and external hair.
I said hair, right?
Well, that you get hurt. If you cut there, you don't hurt.
Oh, external hair, okay. Okay. And then the intellect is the one which decides positive or negative or how you want to do it. Now, Dada says suffering plus, positive and negative are suffering. Dhruvi, Hitasvi, that's it. How can happiness be suffering? Anybody? You think happiness is suffering? Let's see. You don't know. Dhruvi?
I mean, it depends.
Oh, it depends on what?
I mean, it depends because, like, I mean, when you're happy, it's kind of suffering in a way that when you're sad, you kind of think back to when you were happy, and
I'm
that's
talking
kind
about
of
happiness. I didn't say
suffering.
sad. When you're happy, he said happy. Sad is suffering, we understand. But he said happiness is also suffering. Ravi? Itasvi?
It could be like, when you're happy, somebody else would be suffering somewhere. Like if you say you cheat and you be happy, then somebody else is suffering.
How can somebody else? If you and Ravi are celebrating his birthday or your birthday, everybody is happy. But Deepakanda say happiness is suffering. Okay, Deepak Dada, this you need to explain that.
I was just trying to look around for the definition of suffering that makes you feel good or bad. Do you understand? And that which comes and goes. Suffering in the sense you feel good. It increases, it decreases, it subsides. You feel bad, it increases, it decreases, it subsides. So it is like these are bouts of liking and disliking feelings, happiness or unhappiness feelings. That is suffering. And bliss is one that remains steady forever. It stays forever. It doesn't come and go. That's why what you experience, your spiritual experience is of bliss, whereas the karmic experience of our life circumstances is that comes and that goes. Right? Okay.
Everybody got that? Okay. So now, I think we have done enough of column number 1, so we'll jump to column number 3. Everybody knows what column number 3 is? Code of conduct number 3 is? That's it. Dhruvi says yes. Okay. So we'll go to third one and especially focus on teachers. Who are teachers? Your papa, mama, and the person who teaches you. Okay. So let us focus on that and see how you have the feelings about them. You say good or bad things about them. Okay. If somebody is saying bad thing about them, do you encourage them? Like, for example, teacher didn't teach today good. Do you encourage that or how you react? Okay. So that will be the homework. And besides that, we have also started niyams. And what is niyam, Deepakandi, in English? Rules. Okay. So pick any 3 niyams out of the 3 goals which you want to focus to
Which
improve
rule
yourself.
you follow? Which rule you will follow to accomplish that goal?
Okay.
Which
Pick any 3.
Sorry.
Pick 3 for one each of the goals. And then the 4th one will be you have to do sit-ups. Deepakanji will explain what sit-ups are.
Have you seen that video? You just explain. In the meantime, I will just try to get it quickly.
And the 5th one is Sat sadhans. How many sat sadhans you want to do daily and how much you do? That is this regulations will be make a chart every day. How you do it, okay? Everybody understand that? Ravi, you have to explain the question, okay? Let's see, you seem puzzled. You understand? Itasvi, am I clear?
Yeah.
Okay. And on top of that, while Deepak Dada is searching for the video, you know, we have now additional English satsangs on Sundays, which will be Dhruvi, your 11:30 p.m. for half an hour for children, and for you guys 4:30 p.m. So if you're free on Sundays, you can also join. There'll be, hopefully we'll get all the children's around the world so we can talk some good things. Okay? So Hitachi, you can post this to homework?
It was the 3 niyams that we have to come up with. And if you think bad about the teachers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or when somebody tells something about teachers, what do you think? No, teachers are parents and your regular teachers or whoever teaches you. You know, there are 3 aspects. Avarnavad, Avinay, are you disrespecting? Okay, are you talking bad about the people? Somebody says bad, you encourage that or not?
Okay, I got it. 1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Hold on, please. Okay, this I'll put it on the screen. Can you all see? Can you all see? Can you all? No,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
The body. But what about a workout to improve the brain?
This is interesting. It's sort of like calisthenics for the cranium. CBS 2's Jennifer Savi has been looking into who is doing this 3-minute-a-day brain training, and we're fascinated by it, Jen.
Yeah, well, people say it makes them smarter, Paul and Laura. It's called super brain yoga, an exercise intended to pump up cell and neuron activity in the brain. Alzheimer's patients, seniors looking to stave off memory loss, and kids in classrooms are among those who say doing it makes them smarter.
Now take your right hand, cross over the left side.
A medical doctor in Los Angeles prescribes an exercise.
Inhale going down, exhale coming up.
Not so his patients grow stronger, but so they become smarter.
We probably had a C average. I taught him exercises, and by the next semester he was a completely different kid. His grades had gone almost straight A's.
Take your left hand.
A teacher in Malibu saw similar improvements in her learning disabled kids.
We have kids that have autism, kids that have Asperger's, all different needs.
They were assigned the movements.
Inhale, exhale.
Not to shape their muscles, but to sharpen their minds.
Yeah, we get smarter and smarter.
Good, Brandon. One child used to just stand there and not move. And now I'll ask him to do something and he'll look at me and he'll just take a moment and then he'll do it.
A teacher, a doctor.
And then you take the right hand and place it over to the left earlobe.
A Yale neurobiologist.
Yes, I do it every day.
And an occupational therapist.
Inhale, blow up.
I think this might be the key to help unlock these children.
All are among those experimenting with an exercise to increase intelligence called super brain yoga.
I would say the super brain yoga is a fast, simple, drug-free method of increasing mental energy.
I learned super brain yoga from Master Choa Kaksui, and I noticed in my own life it made a difference. Like I wasn't spending as much time looking for my keys or walking into a room and forgetting why I was there.
Yale neurobiology researcher Jean Eng says superbrain yoga stimulates neural pathways in the brain by activating acupuncture points on the earlobe.
In modern terms, the brain is actually lateralized. So holding the left ear actually activates the right brain. And holding the right ear actually activates the left brain.
Eng says after doing the squatting sequence, EEG scans show the right and left hemispheres of the brain are synchronized.
And you're going to bring it across your body.
Reina Corturba doesn't need charts and graphs to be convinced. She saw the change firsthand in one 7-year-old student diagnosed as emotionally disturbed and dyslexic.
Could barely hold a pencil, could barely write. He's now in a regular ed classroom without an aide. He's one of the top children in his class.
This is a photo of a boy with autism and his mother who says he was transformed after starting Superbrain Yoga.
And he would bite, headbutt me, kick me, punch me, run against the wall, headbutt the wall. Since he started the exercise, he's not had one outburst.
For a culture accustomed to exercising to get fit, not get smart, yoga for brain power may seem harebrained.
I tell the patients and I tell the parents, you know, this looks a little bit hokey, but the proof's in the pudding, and I've seen it work.
Yes, it does seem strange, but the effects are so worth the effort. It's like 5 minutes a day. And once I got myself the discipline to do it, it made such a dramatic effect in my life that it's like it's a no-brainer.
Researchers say Superbrain Yoga can help anyone of any age increase their intelligence. The exercise is rather easy to learn, so if you're interested, you can go to our website and we'll show you how you can learn more about Superbrain Yoga. I'm Jennifer Sabi, CBS 2 News. Paul, back to you.
We're accustomed to exercise to improve the body.
Got it?
Everybody got it? So,
Yeah.
it is we.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're doing other exercises, this is an addition. This is not a substitute for all the exercises you do. Okay? This we must do every day. I've been doing that for a long, long time. Okay? That's it. Dhruvi. Okay? So please, Dhruvi.
With 10 sit-ups with cross every day, 10. You can do more if you need more, get the benefit.
And make sure you pinch your earlobes, okay? Very important.
Right.
You know, in the good old days where punishment was allowed, children, when we were younger, if we made any mischief in the school, you know what the teacher would do? Catch by the lobe and pull it really hard. And I bet you, we never repeated that mistake, ever, ever, ever. It hurts. Okay? Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Okay, Dhruvi. Okay, so make sure focus on third code of conduct and do 5 niyams. We'll use Gujarati words, okay? Niyams, okay? 3 for each of the goals. 1 for how many sat sadhans you want to do. I will send you a list on other kids. We have 25 sat sadhans. So I'll send that 25. See how much you want to choose to do. And now, and the super brain yoga. Okay, Dhruvi, can you do 3 minutes, please?
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayurvanam.
Namo Ayurvanam.
Namo Vajrayanam.
Namo
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Namo Doi Sawa Sakunam.
Esu Panchana Mukaro.
Eksu Panchana Muktaro.
Sava Pavak Panasano.
Savapasano.
Mangalalam cha Sarvesim.
Mangalanam cha Sarvesim.
Padvam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai
Uh,
Satchidanand.
Also, in addition, I talked before, right, on Sundays. Now we'll be doing additional half-an-hour children's, and hopefully we'll have all over the world children's program in English. Okay, so try to join. I know Dhruvi, you and Akush come many times.